What's up, everybody? So in today's video, we're taking a look at the brand new 2019 Chevrolet Silverado. Huge thank you to Randy Marion Chevrolet. They're providing this truck for today's video. Definitely check out the link to their website down in the description below. They have a massive selection of brand new Chevys and of course a huge selection of the all new Silverado. So anyways, let's check it out. And the model that we're looking at today is a 4x4 RST crew cab. It's finished off in Summit White and has an MSRP of $54,000. Underneath the hood, this features a 5.3-liter 8-cylinder engine that produces 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. A 6.2-liter V8 is also available that cranks out 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. If you opt for the 6.2-liter, you also get a 10-speed automatic transmission. The model that we're looking at today, however, has the 8-speed automatic transmission. As far as max towing goes for this configuration, you're looking around 9,900 pounds, and then if you opt for the max trailering package, that bumps it up to 11,600 pounds. For the crew cab and the short bed configuration, the overall length is 231.7 inches, the overall width is 81.2 inches, the height is 75.5 inches, the wheelbase is 156.9 inches, and then overall ground clearance is about 8 inches. And then to finish up with some specs, the max payload capacity is 2,100 pounds. When opting for the Z71 package, that gets you a set of Rancho shocks, a 2-speed transfer case, upgraded skid plates, all-terrain tires, hill descent control, and a locking differential. And then to go over the exterior looks of the new Silverado, you can get a good side-by-side comparison comparing it to the previous generations. I think the new one looks really good. It has a lot of sharp lines, a very bold appearance. I think I definitely see some similarities between a new Z01 Camaro, but you have a lot of sharp lines with the headlights. It's kind of split up between the center grille. You have a unique design within the headlights. The upper section has 3 different LEDs. A nice running light goes all the way down to the lower light. And then this one is all whited out in the center grille as well as the lower bumper. Looks really nice with the black contrast on the Chevrolet logo. Then making our way down with your 2 black tow hooks, LED fog lights, and some nice looking side vents on the side. And then making our way up to the hood of the truck, has a lot of bold lines as well. You can see the pronounced center section with some aggressive lines cut into it. It really flows nicely with the whole new front end. I think they did a really good job making it aggressive. And then even looking at other trim levels, this one is all finished off in chrome versus the other one being body colored everywhere. So you can see how you can really play with the coloring designs. And then coming back to our model, I really like the body color design. It just gives it a really unique look. We get the Z71 badge on the side of the truck. Then making our way down to the wheels, we get a set of 18-inch silver wheels on all 4 corners with ventilated disc brakes as well. Taking a look at the side profile now, the crew cab has a great proportion to it with the 4 full-size doors. You also have the shorter bed, which gives it a really nice proportional look to it. We have gloss black mirrors on the side, body colored door handles, a nice looking pinstripe. Then we get chrome running boards down below. And then finishing up on the side of the bed, we can see the taillights as well as the integrated footstep on the bumper. The rear end of the new Silverado has a great look to it. We have Chevrolet stamped in the tailgate, giving it a clean look. We have Silverado on the left side, of course the trim level RST along the right side. Body color rear bumper with integrated exhaust tips. You can see another look at the side steps. And then finishing up with the tailgate, we have your rear view backup camera as well as an LED light, your electronic opening button, or you can just press the key button twice. The tailgate automatically pops open. And this one is super lightweight. It's actually incredibly easy to open and close this, even with one hand. It has pretty much no weight to it. Tailgate is closed. This bed also has a full spray and bed liner. We have a ton of tie-down hooks all around. You can see the large Chevrolet badge. And then on each side we do have LED lights and then a 3-prong outlet. So that sums up looking at the exterior of the all-new Silverado. Comment down below, what do you guys think of the new design? Personally, I think it looks really good. I think they gave it a very aggressive look. It's a lot different than your standard pickup truck. The rear end is very clean. The side profile, as you can see, is nice and proportional, has a really good look to it. The front end, that might be the most controversial part of the new Silverado. I love it in the body color. I think it just gives it a really cool look that you don't see. I really like how this one has all the white in the front. It just really emphasized the new bold design. And then to finish up the exterior, we'll go ahead and lock the truck. And then the auto start stop feature, just holding down the button, the truck will automatically start up. And now to move on to the interior of the truck is already locked and all I have to do is grab the door handle and press the button. Truck automatically unlocks, and if I double tap that, all the doors and the tailgate will unlock as well. So we'll start off with the door panel. This one has a full black interior. We have some nice black leather along the armrest with some stitching on it. Another stitching up here, leading our way to the chrome release handle, lock and unlock, all of your window controls. A little bit of wood grain trim with some aluminum accents. And then as we make our way to the interior, full black interior like I said, really nice looking seats, and get a good look at everything. We have all your electronic controls down here, as well as your lumbar support, and then we have Z71 on the floor mats. Get a good look at the design for the seat, some gray stitching along the side. And then making our way to the dash, we have a fully black leather wrapped steering wheel, and all of your headlight controls, your dome light for the bed, your four-wheel drive selection, your trailering adjustments. You also get some nice stitching around that, and then your electronic parking brake. And then inside the truck, I'll go ahead and put my foot on the brake, and we'll start it up. On the left side of the steering wheel, we have your heated steering wheel control, all your cruise control settings. On the right side, your Bluetooth and audio controls. Nice leather design to it, more of the gray stitching and aluminum accents to it. Then coming to the dash, we can see the whole design with everything. We have a little bit of a storage pocket up top. We have more stitching and design around the whole center stack. More of the same aluminum color accents as well as a gray accent to it. Really clean look overall. To take a look at the gauge cluster, we have your speed on the right side with your gear, all of your temperatures and battery up top, then your tack on the left side. This also features the auto start stop feature, and then we have the digital readout in the center. And then using the controls on the right side, we can take a look at the menus for here. So we have different information, audio controls, your navigation, phone settings, and then a few more settings as well. You can just scroll down pretty easily. So very cool how that all works. And then to take a look at the center stack, we'll go ahead and take a look at everything similar as what we just saw in the center. You have your audio controls, all your radio, everything like that. You can go back home by just hitting the home icon, your voice, mobile hotspot of course, trailering settings. We'll take a look at that. It's very cool the technology this has for this. If you are connected to a trailer, it'll come up with a few different things, different checklist, types of trailers. You can set it to different ones. We'll scroll over. We have an icon for your camera. We can take a look at the rear view backup camera. And then one more for trailering. Then you can see that's your trailer hitch right there, so it actually lines up perfectly. And then that is directly down to really help you line it up. So that's a nice feature to have if you are planning to use the Silverado for towing. Then we'll just hit OK and go back home. We have Apple CarPlay, of course. And then your navigation, which is all with OnStar, so that is not set up right now. Then all your audio controls, different buttons to actually hit home versus using the one on the touchscreen. Then different climate controls. We have the temperature readout in a digital screen, which looks really cool. Your fan speed, we can go ahead and slow it down. And then everything comes up on the screen as well, which is a nice touch. So you can use the actual touch screen and go to everything right on here, or of course use the normal buttons down below. We have your heated seat control buttons, the downhill assist, the automatic start stop. You can press this to go ahead and open the tailgate. Of course your hazards, traction control, and then the outlet. And then finishing up with the center stack, we have your trailer setting down here for your air brake. You can plus and minus, do all those settings. We have a 12-volt outlet, and then finishing up with a 3-prong outlet. So really easy to use in the center stack, not too many buttons, it's not confusing at all. I really like how you can use the climate control on the screen as a touchscreen, or you can use the actual normal button, so it's really nice that they offer that. Of course, your engine start stop button. You get some storage space as well as some cup holders, a lot of space to put a phone and a few items. And then on the center armrest, we have some more of the black leather with the gray stitching, a little cubby, and then pushing this in, we have a lot of space down here, can definitely fit a ton of items. And then to take a look at the glove boxes, opening up the upper one, we have a little bit of space in here. It's actually a little bit deeper than it looks. And then the lower one is your main glove box, like your typical one. So nice to have two glove boxes like that. Another quick look at how the interior looks. I think it's designed very nicely. I think Chevy did a really good job updating this from the previous generation. The previous one looked really good, and now this is just one step above it. And now to take a look at the rear seat space, we'll go ahead and open up the door. The door panel is finished off in a similar design to it. This car does feature the Bose audio system. We have the same really cool design wood trim look to it. And then as we make our way to the seats, this has a lot of cool configurations to maximize storage space. Starting off with these openings right here, this opens up and you actually have a lot of space in here. And to show you a size comparison, it's over a foot tall in here. It can fit my water bottle in there pretty nicely. So it's really cool to have that type of space for extra storage space. And then as we make our way along the seats, the center pull-out comes down. That folds out to reveal some cup holders as well as a little bit of space. And then of course finishing up on the other side, we have the same storage pocket. And then behind each front seat, we have storage cubbies. We have your air vents, USB outlets, a 12-volt rear cup holders for you. And then just grabbing the base of this seat, it lifts right up, locks in place. We have more storage space down below, and then that reveals a lot of space to haul many more items in here. And then just giving it a firm pull, we can just put that right back down, and then the rear headrests even fold down to give it a little bit better visibility for the driver. And then now we'll go ahead and hop in the rear seat, see what kind of space we're dealing with. Already, this has a ton of legroom. This is really impressive. I have about 5-6 inches in front of my knees, and my feet fit nicely underneath the front seat, so I'm not cramped in here at all. Nice armrest on the door panel, and then if we fold this back down, this is also a nice armrest to have. But then the overall room back here for your rear seat passengers, this is pretty comfortable. Alright guys, so we are now in the 2019 Silverado. Going to take it out for a spin to see what this thing has to offer. First thing, going over visibility. Really easy to see out of a lot of these trucks nowadays, just very open. You have a lot of glass, so it's really easy looking over the front. And then looking over your left and right shoulder equally has good visibility. Okay, so now we'll do a little bit of an acceleration to see how this V8 does, just getting up to some speed. It picks up just as you would expect. Of course, you can opt for the larger V8 engine with even more towing capacity, more horsepower and everything, but this one is kind of the standard V8 you're going to get with most of the Silverado models. Definitely does the job for getting up to speed, and then, like you saw earlier, a ton of towing capacity. So then just driving now, we're on a little bit of a bumpy road. The suspension seems to do a pretty good job absorbing the bumps. With the Z71 package, we do have more of an aggressive setup compared to the standard one, but it's definitely a very smooth truck to drive in. So then as we kind of just cruise now, feeling it as more of like a daily driver if you are buying it for that purpose, it's comfortable. The electronic seat is really easy to get into the exact position. You have a lot of controls with it, so it's pretty easy to dial it in. The steering wheel feels really nice. The leather they use in this car, the leather they use in this truck is really nice feeling, and I think the overall steering wheel is just easy to use. I like the button configuration. There's not a lot of buttons like some other trucks. It's just really simple. And I like how they put the buttons that you're going to be using all the time at easy reach, and then you can put them even on the screen. Like with the air conditioning controls, it's really nice that you can either use them on the screen or the actual buttons, because I know some people either like them on the screen or not, so it's nice to have that. And then as we get onto a little bit of a windy section, we'll see how it is with body roll. Obviously, this is a truck, not a sports car, but taking some sharper turns like this, you know, it's pretty composed. Of course, it's not a sports car, but you don't want a truck that's just gonna be all over the road, so it seems pretty easy to handle it. So your overall maneuverability of a truck like this, I mean, this is a bigger truck. It's not a smaller Colorado, of course, it's a full-size truck, but it's really easy to navigate in some tighter turns. And when I was in the parking lot earlier, moving it around and everything, it was really easy to park. So I like how they made a big truck actually easy to handle. So this could be a really easy daily driver. It's comfortable enough. It's not hard to point around. And then, of course, if you are cruising on the highway, it's a smooth ride. It's pretty comfortable. You have great visibility. And then for a workhorse, this is still a truck. This is made to do the work. You have a lot of towing capacity, payload capacity, all that stuff this thing has to offer. And then as we come to a stop, we'll see how the brakes do. You do get disc brakes in all four corners. This truck has a little bit of weight to it, of course, being a full-size truck, but it comes down to a slow speed just like that. I don't feel anything about this truck being like too big or too heavy to deal with. It seems to be easy to handle, good braking, good acceleration. And then finishing up with another sharper turn. It's pretty impressive, the body control of it. There's really no body roll that's crazy noticeable. It goes over, there were some bigger bumps going through there, but it's really smooth. But yeah, that I think is about wrapping up the test drive of the Silverado. It seems really nice all around, easy to drive. I like the overall look to it. I think the exterior is stunning compared to the last generation. I think they just gave it a really muscular appearance. I love the body color especially. You can get the chrome trim like you saw in the one clip, but I think overall it just looks like a truck that stands out from the crowd. It seems like nowadays a lot of trucks are getting more and more similar in terms of looks, but I think Chevy did a bold move making this look different. They made it look a lot different than what you're used to seeing. There is some controversy. I know some people don't like it, but seeing it in person especially, it really is impressive to look at. And I definitely am a fan of the new look of this thing. The interior is equally as nice. It's very simple to use, has a nice clean design to it, nothing too crazy. It's just simple and nice. So then to finish up the test drive in the all-new Silverado, trying to pick it apart a little bit, I really don't see anything that stands out as a negative aspect. Of course, this is personal opinion, so you're going to want to test drive one to see if you like it, but I really don't see anything that jumps out as something I don't like about it. It looks good inside and out. It's comfortable to drive. A ton of engine options. You can get a diesel engine, of course, the HDs. You can even get a smaller turbocharged engine. And then, of course, opting for a Z71 package, different trim levels. There are a ton of different trim levels that you can really pick the Silverado that's right for you. So that about wraps up the Chevrolet Silverado. I'm impressed with the new one. I like it a lot. I have had a lot of experience in the previous generation as well as the generation before that. Drives nice, looks great, really nothing to complain about. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video taking a look at the 2019 Silverado. Huge thank you once again to Randy Marion Chevrolet for providing this truck for today's video. I'll have the link to their website down in the description below. Definitely check them out. They have a huge selection of all the brand new Chevys as well as other General Motor vehicles as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a huge thumbs up, smash the subscribe button. See you guys next video.